Fucking YouTube is terrorizing my video. Here, after 6 days, 532 views. 4 days ago, I had 560 views, which is already very low. And yesterday, it dropped to 523. So in a couple of hours ago, it was 532. Let's click the video and see how much I have now. Oh, now it's 543. Still a disgusting low number. I can't imagine my subscribers don't click my new videos. It looks like YouTube is stealing hundreds and hundreds of my viewers. Fucking assholes. Took me like 75 to 100 hours to put that video together. Jeez, I deserve some credit. Pieces of garbage. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, hop over to my main channel and watch it. It's a good video.
Herman from Belgium. You wanted to know how we wash our clothes in space. Well, actually, we don't. We don't have a washing machine here, and also it would use up a lot of water, and water is very scarce in space. We also recycle our water, and we only use it to drink or to wash.
Take a shower ISS style. You know, just a little bit. And then I add some soap. Like that. And then you can carefully go ahead and rub it. And it actually really gives you a nice feeling of cleanliness.
So therefore our clothes, we just take a stack of clothes with us, and at the end when they get dirty, they get trashed and they go back to the Earth in the Progress or the ATV, the European cargo vehicle that sometimes comes to the International Space Station. Of course we don't have a lot of clothes, because if we would have fresh clothing or new clothing every day, this would mean a lot of mass that we need to take up. So we have, for example, these type of shirts or the t-shirts that I'm wearing right now, or here you see a number of sport socks that we wear. Well, this clothing is, we reuse it an awful lot. For example, this type of shirts, we have one shirt per month.
So one shirt per month. Don't you think that's a little bit nasty? Here on the space shuttle, astronauts change shirts like 6 times in 5 days. This whole mission took 9 days. And when they were docked for 5 days with the Russian Mir station, this guy changes his shirt for like 6 times. So 6 times in 5 days. So here, this clown wears a checkerboard polo shirt. And here a shirt with stripes. And then on the right, a polo shirt with a white collar and stripes on the sleeves. And here he wears a red shirt and a purple shirt, and here a blue shirt. So they had plenty of shirts. I suppose they all brought like 5, 6, 7 shirts for a 9-day mission, because you cannot allow one clown to bring 6 shirts. So the rest also must have multiple shirts for a 9-day mission. So would it not be logic to save weight on the launches and then bring one shirt for a 9-day mission? The guys on the ISS can do it with one shirt per month.
Socks we use a little bit more often, because of course when we sport we sweat. And so socks we change about once a week.
Are you telling us you have to change socks more often than a shirt because socks are more sweaty? What a fucking moron. No, your shirt is more sweaty, your armpits. You guys never wear shoes, so you don't get sweaty feet. Yeah? Your armpits and your neck and shit like that get more sweaty than your fucking feet, you clown.
But that's it. For the rest, we don't wash our clothes, we just change them from time to time.
And I think we've adapted to it about as well as you could. And the mission that we've sent.
What happened here? They make us the switch. Some guys change places. Some guys wear different shirts. The whole left side of this space shuttle look different. So you guys suddenly flip. And the whole side here changes. What the fuck is this?
Adapted to it about as well as you could.
It not looks the same. The whole left side look different. What did they do here? Here we can compare this left side a little bit better. So you guys did this on day 7. During the same interview. Changing the whole settings. This mission video looks totally crap.
As Ben had alluded, it was a very busy time. We had, again, several calls going back and forth between the Mir and the shuttle as docking occurred. We borrowed a little bit of video.
What is this shit on the backside? Are these some loose parts or so? Why they use some ugly space shuttle model for this so-called mission? Is that the shadow on the backside of the space shuttle? It looks crap to me. Strange shadows that I cannot place. Weird shadows. Did somebody put paint on the space shuttle model? Because here is nothing that can cause this shadow. Here we can see those 2 tiny windows. And here other windows. It looks kind of weird. So here are the 2 tiny windows. So what is causing the shadow? There is nothing that can do that. And here we can see this strange black band. No black band here. And what about these? On 2 sides. It's not a shadow. We can see here another shadow. And here we can see also shadows. These are not black as these. There cannot be a shadow here. And here. And here. I cannot create these so-called shadows in a 3D model. Impossible to create the shadows here next to these two tiny windows. I tried in many ways, but I can't get the result I like. Maybe some globe top can show me how to create these shadows. Look at this garbage. Impossible shadows. And how can we have two shadows on both sides of the bay doors? That's impossible. It's not shadows. It's paint on the model. Maybe to mimic shadows. I don't know why they did it. But it looks crap.
So all the best. Thank you very much for your question and keep watching the ESA YouTube channel. Bye.
And then, as I said, I like to keep my actual towels here dry, so you can use them to dry off.
Oh, you just let your towel dry. Does your towel have a label with your name? Or do you clowns don't mind if another astronaut uses your towel? 6, 7, 8 astronauts all leave their towels to dry. So the towels need a label with your name. At one time you had 13 astronauts on board for like 8 days. Towels everywhere. Must be a messy place here on the ISS.
We combed our hair, we shaved, we washed. We did have a shower. We found, however, that we could almost keep clean enough by using sponge baths, by washing ourselves off with a wash rag. Although we did use the shower on several occasions, and I think for future space stations, the shower would be a good idea.
No, they did not follow up your idea. Instead, they used like 2 ounces of water to wash themselves.
Now, of course, I put a lot of water on my hand just to show you. You wouldn't use all that water to wash. Put a lot of water on my hand just to show you. You wouldn't use all that water to wash.
Yeah, it's too much water. It's a waste of water. Next time, be careful a little bit. Jesus Christ.
So I'm actually gonna dry it off. But if you have some time to be, to take your time and be careful, you can do that. I think I do it sometimes. I really put some water on my skin like that, just a little bit.
And the routine of living aboard a space station continued until February 8, 1974.
First of all, we got to get some water from somewhere. We use this device right here. It's not unlike a squirter that you have on your family sink. Matter of fact, this nozzle design was taken from a family sink squirter. You push the trigger, the water comes out. Okay? How about some soap, Jack? You're going to need that. Okay, here's some soap. It's special. It won't clog up the filters. We catch every bit of the water, put it back in a bag, and throw it out the spacecraft down inside the big tank below us. This soap is a special kind. You push here, it comes out there. It's a liquid detergent. And then lastly, how do you get the water off of you? We got a vacuum cleaner type arrangement. It's got a suction on it. Water will come off Jack down in here and into a bag.
Meanwhile, let's go back to the comfortable environment of life in space.
So you call shitting on this tiny toilet comfortable? Or changing a shirt once per month comfortable? And you think one towel and one washcloth per week is comfortable? And don't forget about the 2 ounces of water.
And as far as towels are concerned, we cannot wash stuff up here. So we get a supply of towels every week. We get a towel like this one and a smaller washcloth. I usually take my new ones out on Sundays, so it's not quite time yet.
All right, on Sunday you take a new towel. Your vagina must be clean then. So all week you dry yourself off with this towel and wash yourself with like 50 grams of water each time. And then you have to dry off your vagina and your anus and your face 6 days per week. How often you change your underpants, if I may ask? It must be full with French camembert cheese. Jesus Christ. 50 fucking grams of water. They think I believe that. It must be a joke. Nobody want to live comfortable like that.
This lady astronaut must have a smelly vagina that you can smell from a mile away. Meanwhile, let's go back to the comfortable environment of life in space. And speaking of comforts, the comforts of home were not neglected either, as the astronauts could enjoy weekly showers. And if they could find a foothold, wash and shave.
Now, of course, you don't always have the time to take it slowly and be so careful. So if you are a little bit more in a rush, let's say it's a work day and you had your workout and then you have to rush off and do something else, then you will simply, just squirt the water into your camping towel and add some soap, and that's a lot easier to control because you can just rub your skin like that.
That's quite handy. So you wash your arms, your armpits also, and your vagina and your anus, and you do that every day with this washing cloth. How often you wash your sweaty face with this washing cloth?
So we just squirt water into our hair, we add some shampoo, we massage it just like we would on Earth, and then we kind of dry the excess water and shampoo off with a towel.
So you think your hair is clean now? No, it's more dirty because for 6 days you used a towel to dry off your anus, your vagina, your armpits, your smelly feet. Jesus Christ, what a fucking clowns.
And off we go. Every second day we can also take out a new, let's say, camping towel. It's one of those light towels. It comes in a foil like this, it's dry, and then we can add water, wet it, and it's really nice to clean your skin.
That extra tiny towel is some amazing luxury.
The heart of the hygiene corner.
Oh no, she dared to call it the hygiene corner.